I have a book I would like to recommend, and by rights I should be comparing and contrasting it with the books of the Bronte sisters. That doesn't quite work. It seems more appropriate to talk about the writings of Jane Austen, whose work comments on the lives of the minor gentry and society in Britain in the second half of the 18th century. Austen depicts the dependence of women on their social standing, on their economic security, and marrying well. Her realism and her social commentary are probably more effective and say more about the lives of women in this period than most history books can do. Her books are also, on the surface, quite light and quite funny. Now, if you'd like to bring that sensibility slightly more up to date, I would recommend considering reading The Brontes Went to Woolworths by Rachel Ferguson. This was published in 1932, and I admit that it is a bit of a push comparing her to the great Jane Austen. But The Brontes Went to Woolworths is the story of a family of women without a father, and it's their everyday lives, and it depicts them struggling to get on. They're middle class, they are educated and lively, and more than all that, they are very imaginative. And as with Austen's books set in the 1700s, this is real family life, but in the 1930s, in all of its ordinariness, in all of its silliness, with family private jokes and fantasies. You're dropped straight into the lives of these women, and you just have to go along with them. And you'll discover what the Brontes would have done if they'd ever found themselves in the Woolworths department store.